Good morning, good people. You're having a Poolproof Wisdom moment. Have you ever been criticized for being too much, for having too many opinions, for speaking too loudly, for dancing too fast, for doing anything that anyone else doesn't like and feels compelled to tell you about just to make you feel less worthy, less vital, less important? I'm pretty sure most people at one time or another have experienced that. And though in this age of everyone feeling bullied, there is a difference between someone who's really attacking you and the perception that you're being attacked. The fact is, the hardest thing that any of us will ever do in this world is fight for the right to be exactly who we are. That's because the world wants us all to be cookie cutter versions of each other. When we hear conversations happening about what people should be thinking about or what's important, there is a tendency for people to gravitate toward trying to fall into the group that most easily represents the commonplace so that they don't stand out, so that they are not heard differently, so that their presence doesn't shake the apple cart, so to speak. But I'm here to tell you that the most important thing you can do in that regard is to stand out, to never dim who you are or how you are to make the world feel more comfortable. The fact is, the world needs people to be bold and assertive, aggressive even, when it comes to standing for the power of individuality in a world where people are always encouraged to just be like everybody else. Just do what's necessary. Why do you have to be different? The fact is, the answer to that question, why do you have to be different, is because you simply are. You didn't ask for it. You didn't have anyone flip a switch that changed you. It's just who you are. And in life, you have to learn how to be that person because you were put here to serve a unique purpose. And the qualities that you embody are the very things that are going to help make your life different from anyone else's, that will help you perhaps change the world. Maybe it's one person at a time. Maybe it will be a multitude of people. But I guarantee you, you're here for a reason. So, now that you know that, I want you to embrace the idea of self. That means you take a look at who you are, you take a look at who you're trying to become, and you get to work on aligning the two in such a way that you are able to imagine who you will eventually be and to make no excuses for it. Now, that's not a license to go out and to be a raging ass with everybody. God knows there's enough people like that on the planet already. But it will give you the opportunity to be able to stand firmly in the presence of yourself when no one else is around and say, I like that person. No, I love that person. And even though I'm imperfect, I'm working on myself in such a way that I know that I am destined to become a better person as a result of that. Don't let anyone defer you from that thinking. Don't let anyone convince you that you need to change in order to make them happy. Focus on making yourself happy. And when you make yourself happy, everything around you and everything within you changes for the better. I can guarantee you about that. That's your Poolproof Wisdom moment for today. Find me on Spotify, on Apple and Google Podcasts, and podcast platforms everywhere.